guys, so today we're going to work on some like geometry type stuff, and geometry and art actually go together really well because we talk about shapes and we talk about forms in art class. So I'm really excited about this project, and I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. So what you're going to do is you're going to need a piece of paper, you're going to need a ruler, a pair of scissors, and some glue or tape. If you don't have tape, then I'm going to show you how to make tape. But glue works perfect as well, okay? So, if you need to pause the video and go grab that, that would be great. Alright guys, so now what we're going to do is we're going to build a house. So we're going to build a house kind of like this. It's going to be three-dimensional, but then we're going to work on some math things that are two-dimensional, but it'll be a lot of fun. So, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to work on the sides of the house. And what I like to do to make sure that I am getting two shapes that are the same size, I like to fold my paper in half, okay? Just like when you fold your paper in half to cut a heart, it's the same thing, except I'm not going to cut on the fold, I'm going to cut down here. So I'm going to make the sides of my house, okay? So see, I have two sides of my house that are the same size, okay? Now, we need to make, I'm going to set this over here because I'm going to need that later, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to make the front of my house. And to make the front of your house, what you need is I like to trace my, I'm going to use a Sharpie, that way you all can see it a little bit better. I like to trace my sides because my front needs to be at least the same size as my sides, right? And then I make a little thing like this. Now, your house doesn't have to be rectangle if you don't want it to be, or like this little peak thing, but I just like it like this, so that's why I'm doing that. All right, and now I need two of these. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my paper just somehow to where I can get two of these cut out. Let's see, or actually, you know what? I'll just stack two pieces on top of each other. That's pretty easy too, isn't it? Okay. Just like that. All right. And then I'm going to keep this paper because I'm going to need it in a second too, okay? Now what you need to do is you need a roof, right? So I like to trace just one side. I guess I could do both sides. Trace both sides of my roof, okay? And then these need to be, your roof pieces need to be as long as your sides. So, let's try it this way. I'm going to try it one more time. Okay. I'm going to trace one side of my roof. Now it needs to be as long as my side, but that's not going to work. One more time. Trace my roof. And then it needs to be as long as my side. There we go. Alrighty then. And then I'm going to need two of these. So I'm going to cut these out. Alright. And I might have a little hole. I might add a chimney to that or something. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. So, then I'm going to take my extra paper over here. Extra paper over here. And don't throw these away because that's what we're going to make our tape out of, okay? So, now I have a side, two roof pieces, right? And I have a front and a back. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to label all of these, okay? I'm going to label them with like a colored marker. I'm just going to put an F for the front, a B for the back, and then I'm going to have side A, so I'm going to put SA, side B, and then I'm going to have R1, R2, okay? So this is kind of how we cut it out. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to try to attach all of these, right? So how we do that is I'm going to put this and like this. I'm going to set these over here. That way I don't lose them. I'm going to start with one side, and one front, okay? So you need a side and you need a front, okay? So this kind of reminds me of like when you were little over in the fall, you would have like a scarecrow drawing that you would have to cut out, and there would be dotted lines where you would fold it and then a straight line where you cut it out. This is kind of the same thing, but we're making our own template, okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to fold a little edge, just like this, okay? And you can see how it sits up like that, okay? Then you're going to fold it, and then I make it flat again. And I'm going to add a little bit of glue on that flap, okay? A little bit of glue on that flap. And then I'm going to attach these two pieces, and I smoosh it down real good, okay? And then I fold it over, just like that, okay? Just like that. All right. See? So I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to fold a little piece, right? Fold a little piece. I'm going to put some glue on it. Okay. And then I'm going to add my other side. Okay. I'm going to fold it over. There we go. Okay, just like that. See? So it's starting to look like a little house now. So I'm going to do the same thing for this side, except I'm going to do it the opposite way. I'm going to fold these because I think it'll be a little bit easier. Okay. Put some glue on it. I'm going to attach my front or my back. Not sure which one it is. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing over here. I'm going to fold it. Okay. Put a little bit of glue. All right, now this is where the hard part comes. So I'm gonna, maybe it won't be that bad. Okay, you're gonna attach them together, pinch it, smoosh it, and then it's kind of hard to fold, but I'm sure you guys can get it though. So just like that, okay? So see, then you kind of have like this house looking thing, right? Okay, just like that. All right, so then what you're going to do is you are going to now try to attach your roof, okay? And how you go about that is the same way you just did before. You can fold these pieces over. So I'm going to fold the edge like this. I'm going to add some glue to it, okay? And I'm going to attach it just like this. Okay. And then I'm actually going to fold this over just like this. And then I'm going to attach it like this. Okay. So see, I have one side of my roof. Now I have my second side. So I fold an edge. It's kind of the same thing, just folding and gluing, right? I'm gonna attach it. Okay, then I'm gonna fold. And glue, okay? It's a little tricky. All right, now you can see how my roof line here, it doesn't connect, and my two sides here, they don't connect either. This is where the tape comes in. And this is one of my favorite things to do, because I can use tape that's the same type of paper that I'm using for my sculpture, which is really cool. So you're going to take a slice of paper. Then what you do is you just put glue all over the slice of paper, just like if you were to get a piece of tape. The tape has adhesive on the bottom of it that goes all the way across, right? Same thing here. So you want to make sure there's glue all the way across the whole thing. And then you're gonna use this to fuse the two things together. Okay. So I'm just gonna lay it across like this. And then my piece of tape is too big, but that's okay. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut it off. Okay. So I'm gonna cut it off right here. And right here. Okay. All right, just like that. Okay. And then I have an opening here that I might try to fuse together too, but I'm gonna work on these sides now. So what I can do is this extra tape, I can just go ahead and start with it. And you don't really need to worry if you have some like paper that has some really cool patterns on it, because we're probably gonna cover this up anyway and make it look really cool. So there I had a little piece of tape, so I need to make another piece here, and I need to make another piece here. All right, and then I kind of have my house. It's okay if it's a little wonky and lopsided. Mine's that way all the time. So there's my little three-dimensional house. And next what we're gonna do is we're gonna work on learning how to take the perimeter of this, of every side. So I'm really excited to work with that with you guys. All right, have a great day, happy making.